On a hot night in New York, history came alive again. 4 years after her fairytale win, Emma Raducanu stepped back on the US Open stage with fire in her game. The crowd felt something different, something stronger, calmer, and sharper. Now, she faces a test that could change her journey all over again. Her opening match against Ina Shibahara ended in emphatic style, a 6-1, 6-2 victory that lasted barely over an hour. The performance was not only dominant in terms of scoreline, but also symbolically important. Raducanu described the result as a relief, acknowledging that the absence of victories in New York since 2021 had weighed heavily on her mind. In her own words, it had been on her mind for a long time, and the triumph marked a barrier finally crossed. The win came through disciplined serving, sharp movement, and a clear game plan. She conceded very few errors, dictated with her forehand, and handled the pressure moments with composure. Most striking was her ability to remain calm throughout the contest, something that has not always been a hallmark of her play in recent seasons. She credited her renewed stability to the influence of her coaching team, led by Francisco Roig, the former longtime coach of Rafael Nadal. Raducanu has spoken about the calm, yet demanding presence that Roig brings, noting that he knows when to push hard on the practice court, but also when to allow his player to relax. This balance has proven essential in maintaining her energy levels and keeping training sessions both productive and enjoyable. Her second-round match against Janice Chen was another step forward, a 6-2, 6-1 win that further cemented her momentum. Once again, her serve held up under pressure, and her ground strokes carried both depth and consistency. Afterward, Raducanu appeared relaxed, even joking about the attention surrounding her doubles partner, Carlos Alcaraz's dramatic new haircut. Her ability to laugh and shift attention lightly demonstrates a player less burdened by outside pressure. At press conferences, Raducanu has repeatedly emphasized that her focus is on development and process rather than titles. She made it clear that her immediate goal is not to win the US Open outright, but to continue testing herself against the best players and accumulating valuable experience. This pragmatic approach is a departure from the whirlwind expectations that followed her 2021 victory, and it reflects maturity gained over the years since. Her preparation for this year's tournament has also included a new warm-up routine introduced by Roig, where she engages in light football kickabouts before matches. The exercise is intended to loosen her physically, sharpen her reflexes, and lift her mood before stepping on court. Raducanu has credited the change with helping her carry more positive energy into her matches. Now, the stakes rise as she prepares to face Elena Rybakina in the third round, the 9th seed, world number 10, and 2022 Wimbledon champion is a formidable opponent, known for her heavy serve and powerful ground strokes. Rybakina has already collected notable victories this season, including a win over world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka. The two players have only met once before, at the Sydney Classic in 2022, where Rybakina dismantled Raducanu 6-0, 6-1 in what remains one of the heaviest defeats of Raducanu's career. That result highlights the scale of the challenge ahead, but it also provides a clear measuring stick for her progress. Since then, Raducanu has grown both technically and mentally, and the rematch comes with higher anticipation. Adding intrigue is the fact that Raducanu and Rybakina are friends off the court, having shared doubles experience in recent events and often speaking warmly of each other. Their upcoming clash therefore brings not only sporting tension, but also a sense of familiarity and mutual respect. From a tactical perspective, analysts point to opportunities Raducanu may have in extending rallies and probing Rybakina's forehand side, which has shown vulnerability under pressure. Raducanu's ability to construct points intelligently and vary her pace could be key in unsettling Rybakina's rhythm. Still, the Kazakh serve remains one of the most dangerous weapons in the women's game, and neutralizing it will be critical for Raducanu's chances. This third-round match represents more than just a step deeper into the tournament. It serves as a litmus test of Raducanu's revival. For much of the past 3 years, her story has been dominated by setbacks, persistent injuries, illnesses, and a carousel of coaching changes. Yet her form in recent weeks, including a semi-final run at the Washington Open and competitive showings against top players like Aryna Sabalenka at Wimbledon and in Cincinnati, suggests that she is rediscovering the consistency that once propelled her to Grand Slam glory. Beyond her own campaign, the 2025 US Open itself has produced compelling narratives. Defending champion Aryna Sabalenka is seeking to avenge last year's final loss and has set up a much-anticipated third-round meeting with Leylah Fernandez, her opponent in the 2021 final. On the men's side, Novak Djokovic continues his pursuit of a record-extending 25th Grand Slam title and faces Britain's Cameron Norrie in his next test. These parallel storylines ensure that the tournament remains rich with drama, but Raducanu's Resurgence has carved out a distinct spotlight of its own. Speaking about her mindset, Raducanu has stressed the importance of consistency, not only in training, but in her overall outlook. She has acknowledged that her game is still developing and that she is not yet focused on lifting another major trophy. Instead, she has emphasized the importance of learning from every match, of adjusting to different opponents, and of continuing to refine her technical skills, including the addition of a more reliable backhand slice under Roig's guidance. Her language in press conferences reflects a more measured tone than in earlier years. Rather than speaking about expectation or pressure, she now talks of gratitude, progress, and the day-to-day details of her work. She admitted that simply being able to compete consistently again after lengthy absences due to injury and surgery is an achievement in itself. For fans, Raducanu's current run offers a reminder of her exceptional talent, while also providing a more grounded story of growth and resilience. No longer the teenage surprise who captured the sport's imagination overnight, she is now a 22-year-old professional determined to rebuild her career patiently, step by step. As she prepares for the match against Rybakina, Raducanu does so with clarity. She is not burdened by the pressure of expectation, nor distracted by external narratives. Instead, she carries a renewed energy, a stabilizing support team, and a focus on process over outcome. Emma Raducanu's US Open journey this year has already delivered moments of significance. Her first win in New York since 2021, an emphatic second-round performance, and a growing sense of stability in her game. The upcoming match against Elena Rybakina represents a formidable challenge, but it also offers a chance to measure her progress against one of the sport's elite. For Raducanu, the story is no longer about chasing instant titles. It is about sustained growth, resilience, and the gradual re-emergence of a player once hailed as the future of the game. As she steps back onto the Arthur Ashe court, she does so with composure, confidence, and a renewed determination to reclaim her place among tennis's very best. Stay tuned for more breaking tennis updates, highlights, and deep analysis from the US Open. If you enjoyed this report, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the biggest moments in sports.